The real question is not why am I recording a video now, but why didn't I record one yesterday? My hair looked so good yesterday. Yeah, so, that doesn't really solve things, but my hair just looked great yesterday. I should have documented my great hair, but I didn't. Instead, now I've got, see, now I'm distracted by this. Okay, so, update. When last I left the internet, I love that my crown is all crooked. When last I left the internet, my weight had stalled, and I was gonna do something about it, I think. And my weight does keep shifting. It hasn't really, it's like I'm technically down another pound now. But in between, like, the last video I made and this video, it's gone up and down and not really, like, great progress. And then yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I was logging something into MyFitnessPal, and it does this thing that it always does, which is that it says, hey, you've lost 10 pounds since the last time you put your weight in here, and do you want to figure out your goals again? And like an idiot, I hit yes. I'd been hitting no, but I hit yes, and then I saw, or I guess I just decided, oh, I don't want to do that, and I hit cancel, but it realigned. Or I think, like, the last time that I signed up for MyFitnessPal, it let you program your goals in a bit more than it did this time, because, so I go to log my food, and I discover it had reset my goals, and suddenly, like, the calories are twice what they were before, the carbs are like 6 or 7 times what they were before. I mean, it was just kablooey. And then when I've now fixed it, kind of, but I swear you used to be able to program things in exactly, like percentage-wise or maybe grams-wise, and now that's like a premium feature. And so I had to, instead you can do, like, you know, like carbs, 5, 10%, whatever, fat, you know, percentage in increments of 5, protein, same deal. So I had to do that kind of thing. So now, maybe it's good. I set my carbs so that it's lower than it's supposed to be. And, so they're lower. I think they're like 17 grams instead of, because it'll go too high if I kick it up further. Or maybe I'll just go over carbs like a few grams or something. Anyway, so that was kind of annoying, but when I went back in, when I was not on the app, but I was on the computer, I pulled up, I have a spreadsheet, from when I did the Reddit calculator thingamabobber, which you can find it in the Keto, subreddit. Anyway, I found that, and I discovered, oh, my calories have been higher than I realized. Like, I had looked at the target calorie thing, and that's what I put into MyFitnessPal. And in fact, that's kind of what it's at right now. But it turns out that there was also, like, the minimum calories, and then there was the target one. Yeah, so I've always sort of thought of the target calorie as sort of like, yeah, if I go over a bit, then that's okay. It turns out I should have actually thought of that as the upper limit, and this was brought home to me so much by the fact that it lists, like, the dates of how long it'll, you know, where your weight will be on a particular date, and the weight that I was yesterday is the same weight that I, according to this thing, would have been on May 30th. Now, of course, everybody's different, and, you know, I'm older, or I don't know. I don't even remember if it took age into consideration. In any case, I'm sure if I had been, like, at the minimum calories, then yes, I could have been there. But I wouldn't have wanted to be that low calorie-wise. But it did make me reframe my thinking in terms of caloric intake, because I really had been thinking of that target column as kind of the low end, and really it's the high end. So, I mean, I hadn't gone much over, but sometimes I would go you know, up to say 300 calories over or something like that, which adds up, obviously. So I just figured that out last night, so I will be retargeting my calories, or refocusing on my calories and logging things. I guess there's a new app where you're supposed to like take pictures of all your food. I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm on Instagram. I think I am Wise Tara at Instagram if anybody's interested. It's WISETARA, and I'm gonna take pictures of my food and just kind of tag it keto, I guess, or something like that. I mean, I'll at least tag it keto, and I'll maybe tag it something else. So I got that going for me. But here is I'm going to try to keep these videos shorter somehow. So I spent the weekend at World Domination Summit, which is a big conference of about 3,000 people, or at least it was this year. It's going to be smaller next year. People from all over the world come to it here in Portland, and this was my first time going. And during some of the festivities yesterday or something, they announced that they were going to allow a pre-sale, and the pre-sale is already sold out, and they'll have more tickets in October. If anybody's interested, start looking into it now and make a decision and or a budget. There are 3 tenets. I didn't mean to get on this tangent, but now I am. Of community, service, and adventure, and a lot of the people attending seem to be like people who want to make a difference in the world in a positive way that impacts folks. It's not, there are a lot of entrepreneurs there, but most of them are service-oriented entrepreneurs. Like they start foundations, or someone started a new university or a new college. People are doing like amazing things. I mean, some people are also running businesses and that kind of thing, but most of them have like human-oriented goals, if that makes any difference, or makes any sense. Anyhow, so the point is, this is the point. So they released these tickets, and I wasn't sure if I was going to sign up for it, and then I thought, you know what? Let me do it, because there were a lot of great messages, which I'll probably make videos about at some point, but I have to process these things before I can share them, which I don't process before I record these videos, as you may be able to tell. And, but here's the thing. So I'm doing the registration on my phone. It's an Eventbrite and that kind of thing. So, you have to fill in all the registration info. Well, it is, they're actually pushing it. Is it pushing it forward or pushing it back? Anyway, it's going to be in August next year, not July like it was this year, or even June like it's been in past years. It's going to be in August 2016. So I'm registering for it, and I get to the spot where it asks me my t-shirt size, which it did this year as well. And just not all that long ago, I got down from a 3X to a 2X. So I was, and a unisex 2X. That's, I think, might be what I'm wearing now. This might be a 3X. I mean, I could look. 3X, it's a 3X. Yes. So it's a 3X and unisex size. So I get down to the t-shirt thing, and I go to men's 2X. And then I suddenly realize I'm signing up for August 2016. And chances are I'm not going to be in a men's 2X. So then I start thinking, okay, let's see, that's 13 months from now, thereabouts. If I go with, my goal is to lose about 10 pounds a month. And I've hit all of those. And I'm like, gosh, if I keep hitting that, and admittedly it could slow down towards the end, I'm going to be a smaller person in 13 months, a significantly smaller person. So I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I think, I couldn't really remember what size. I know I've gotten down to a medium before, but I don't remember whether it was a medium women's or a medium men's. I couldn't remember myself at the weight that I would be. And so, at first I was going to go with large men's, and then I thought, no, by the time I'm as small as I think I might be, realistically, just based on when it'll be, I will probably want to wear women's style t-shirt. And I'd seen them. They weren't obnoxiously smaller than the men's, like I hate women's shirts, like especially even when I lose the weight, like the sleeves get like to here and all that. And when I lose weight, I mean, I've already got loose skin here. It's like the part of my body I dislike the most, and I'm trying to come to terms with, but it's not easy. And so one of the issues I have with women's t-shirts is that the sleeves get even shorter. I hate that. But I can manage. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll get a women's t-shirt. And now I'm trying to remember what I did. I was going to go with a men's large, or maybe I was going to go with a men's medium, something like that. And I decided, I think I went with not a women's large, because women's t-shirts tend to be like, in my opinion, tend to be like a size or two smaller than a unisex shirt. The same, like an extra large women's is going to be like a large men's, that kind of thing. So anyway, I did order a women's style, and I don't remember whether I ordered an extra large or a large t-shirt. I could probably look on my registration. But the point is I changed the style of t-shirt to a fitted variety, which is key. And I went significant lower in size, just kind of based on where I thought I would be. And I think of that as like a step in faith, was ordering that t-shirt. Now, admittedly, I can probably go online and change my order sometime, but I wanted to like forecast where I might be in however many months. And if it's anything like registration was this time, basically you do your registration and then you go over to a whole separate swag area and you just tell them what size shirt you want. So, when it comes time, I could totally change my mind. But that wasn't the point. The point was I had to, like, for the first time ever, visualize what I'll be like in 13 months from now. And it was kind of radical and kind of exciting to set up such a huge long-term goal. Because I will, I'm trying to think. I could be either at my goal or approaching my goal by then, depending on how things play out. I think I will be just a little bit over normal weight if I keep up with 10 pounds a month. So that was kind of weird, but exciting, and I felt proud of myself for signing up for it, and I felt in advance like proud of all 13 months in there. Of course, now I got to make it happen, but that was kind of a big moment for me. I mean, this small thing, and it was a big moment. So anyway, that's the deal. Instagram. I'm about to, here, you won't have to go to Instagram. You can just look at my roasted avocados. I love these things. Can you see them? They've got kind of shadowing on them, but they, 5 minutes under the broiler with olive oil and blue cheese in the holes, and then they come out and I put sliced provolone smoked, I think, or Gouda, I forget which, and then some herbs and things, and they go under for about 4 or 5 minutes more. And now I'm going to eat them with a knife and fork. I know it's plastic, it's all very sad, but that's the plan. High in good quality fats, low protein, good stuff. So have a great night, day, or afternoon, or whatever the hell it is. I didn't hit stop.